Hailee Steinfeld, she's on the edge of 17. I hope she doesn't, like, slip and fall because then she might hit 18. Did you get it? Did you get it? Hey everybody, welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I'm your host, John Maffio, and today's featured movie is Edge of 17. It's a movie that takes place in high school and revolves around Hailee Steinfeld's character, who is having some tragic and also really awkward things going on in her life. And she's just trying to get through those awkward and tragic stages of her life. That's pretty much the simple and concise way of telling it without getting into details. Let me tell all of you people that I had no idea what this movie was about a month ago. I saw things on Twitter. A lot of things on Twitter. About how, like, fascinating and incredible and moving and emotional this movie is. And I'm like, oh, it's one of those, huh? So I checked it out. And that critical reception is not wrong. This movie is pretty damn great. Comparing this really quick to another high school movie that I adore, when I walked out of Perks of Being the Wallflower out of theaters for the first time, I felt like my body just wanted to, like, move on to a new and better place. Like, I was just moved. Didn't feel that way walking out of this movie, but I really was fascinated by everything going on in this movie, the direction of this movie, the performances from this movie, the basic idea of what's going on and how raw and real this film felt from beginning stage to end stage and everything in between. I just really enjoyed the storytelling here, and Hailee Steinfeld gives probably her best performance, even though in True Grit I remember her having a great performance as a young kid. Now she's really growing into her own. Hailee Steinfeld makes this movie her bitch, performance-wise. Woody Harrelson plays a teacher in this movie, and he's got this really nice subtlety as being this sarcastic dude who doesn't care, but you kind of think he does, but you don't know his intentions really for a while. Really enjoyed his performance. And also Kira Sedgwick, the mother of Hailee Steinfeld and the guy from Everybody Wants Some, gives a really earnest performance and a very poignant performance as this mother who is concerned for her kids and just trying to live life and try to get through things that happened in her past. And I really, really liked the nuance in her performance. She was really good in this movie. So yeah, you basically get the background and the idea of the lives of several characters, but it all mainly revolves around Hailee Steinfeld's character. She's in high school, she's 17, things are happening around her that are changing, and she's not liking these changes, and she doesn't know what to do. She's scared of what the future holds for her, and it's basically, for a lot of people, that's high school. Whether you're watching this review and you're still in high school, you're past high school, you're younger than high school, there are expectations for high school, and it's really complicated. You can make a whole video essay about high school. But you really buy into her perspective and where she's coming from. No matter who you were in high school, personally, individually, you could see and understand where this person is coming from. So without getting into the big complications of my individual high school life, there were aspects of her character that I really resonated with deeply and hard. Like, Jesus, so relatable. Like, it was making me uncomfortable. And there were other aspects where I was like, I can't relate there, but I could see where she's coming from as a character of her own. From a filmmaking perspective, there's nothing here that makes you go, wow, this is a visually outstanding movie, but there are a lot of moments where the shots are composed and framed in a really, really beautiful way. The movie is one of those movies where I feel like the strongest aspect is the screenplay and the storytelling, and not so much the visuals, the actual directing involved from a camera framing standpoint. There are a couple key moments where the visual framing of the camera really helps enhance the emotions going on within a particular scene or two. But the greatest compliment I could give this movie, as I just mentioned before, is the screenplay, the storytelling, the way the film is told. It's very raw, it's very real, it feels so real. And the ending is so poignant and emotionally resonant, no matter where you come from in your perspective of how high school was or how it's going to be if you're younger than a high school person watching this review. But you, at the end of the day, really understand the story. And I could see it right now because of Moana and Fantastic Beasts. This movie is going to go right under the radars, and not many people are going to see it because it's not based on a big property. But when you get the chance to watch Edge of 17, or if you pass by it at some point, you must definitely watch it. It's one of the best films of the year. It's got really, really genuine, awesome performances, a really great story, and it's really told with solid pacing, and it just sucks that nobody's gonna see this movie in theaters, but word of mouth. Word of mouth is a powerful thing, and hopefully word of mouth hits this movie like a really, really crazy shot of fireball. Ugh. Wait, that's a really bad analogy, but you know what I mean. Edge of 17 is a darn good movie. It's a 4 out of 5 stars. The only reason why it's not a 4.5 or a 5 is because it didn't hit me like certain other movies do. I know people ask me sometimes, how come you praise a movie and you don't give it a 5 out of 5 or 4.5 or whatever? It all depends on how I feel emotionally and how if it hits me. It hit me, but it didn't hit me like that. It hit me enough though, and this is definitely a great movie. You have to see it. But now I want to know from you guys, if you happen to see Edge of 17, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this review, please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and check out the rest of my videos and social medias down below, and on the side, and everywhere. All over the place. I'm John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones, and I'll see you guys next time.